I genuinely do not care what the Republican Party says about Gen Z. They call us weak, they call us lazy, they call us ineffective, and it's like, do you really think that's gonna stop us? Their insults don't faze my generation. Gen Z is focused on change, Republicans are focused on trolling, and that's the difference. My generation has beaten the Republican Party in 2020, 2022, and 2023, and we're gonna do it again in 2024, whether they like it or not. The Gen Z wave is here, and it's only getting bigger, and that should terrify the Republican Party.
Yes, this guy is crazy. He was recently fact-checked by Elon Musk's Twitter note that he's been sponsored by DNC.
What the Republican Party doesn't understand about Gen Z is we don't like you.
You claim you want to appeal to Gen Z, but you call us stupid, you say we're dumb, you say we're indoctrinated. I promise it's a losing strategy.
And Gen Z is watching the Republican Party extremely closely as they destroy our environment, take rights away from women, do nothing about kids being shot in schools, and if they think they can give the middle finger to our generation and get away with it, they're sorely mistaken.
Yes, these guys were recently fact-checked by Elon Musk, and Libras are not happy about it.
Of around $210,000. If you check their bios, both of them are managed by a company called Palette Media. And you might think, well, why is that important? Because Palette Media received direct payments by the DNC totaling $210,000.
Now here's another point of view. Tonight, Jerry Springer.
Thanks, Allison. Back when I was the mayor of Cincinnati, the neo-Nazis, knowing I was Jewish, figuring this would be a good test, applied for a parade permit. They wanted to march through our downtown on a Saturday afternoon. Well, I didn't know what to do. You see, much of my family was exterminated in the concentration camps of Germany during World War II. And I didn't think, in respect to my parents, who were survivors of it all, that I could go along with the permit. And yet I knew my constitutional obligation as mayor. So what was I to do? I called my folks. I would respect their wishes. I didn't tell them, but I had already decided if they didn't want me to let the Nazis march, I would resign and let the next mayor approve the permit. But my dad reminded me that this is America, that this is the freedom we sought when we escaped to here. So we must never be a party to silencing any person or any point of view, no matter how despicable. If what is being said is nonsense or mean or spiteful or dangerous, or if the person uttering it is unworthy, let the words and ideas fall of their own merit in the free marketplace of ideas, not because they were silenced or denied a platform. My parents lost their parents and brothers and cousins to Hitler, and yet they still said, sign the permit, let them march.
This guy sent this out. In my opinion, this community note entering on a video released by Harry is completely unwarranted. Fact, Harry's session is not paid by DNC. He is employed by a company that was contracted by the DNC for media work in 2022. Fact, Harris asked the White House for press briefing passes and received them because he is deemed part of the media. To imply that Harry is a Democratic operative is out of line. This will also mean that everyone who works for Fox News, CNN, MNBC, Twitter, Facebook, etc. are political operative because the company they work for has received advertising contracts from various candidates and political organizations. When you take a look at this argument, this guy is coming out to reject this. It is totally insane. Twitter fact-checking that this guy is being sponsored. He's been spreading this message like never before, coming after Republicans for insane reasons and calling the Gen Z should vote for Democrat. Joe, in 2024, this is not the first time we have seen these people going to the White House and having briefing in the White House. What is the meaning of that? He even did another video 2 weeks ago where he said, if you look at Democrat result of these past elections, you will realize Gen Z has played a vital role for them to succeed. So Gen Z has an upper opinion pertaining to this. When I saw this and people struggling to refuse this, it's just ridiculous.
Parents are just generally not aware of what their kids are being taught. And he was asking them, like, well, so who are the first few presidents of the United States? They could name Washington, and I said, well, what do you know about him? Well, he was a slave owner. No more than that, yeah.
Yeah, that is the woke mind virus.
Yes, the woke mind virus is what is disturbing these people. They have been inflected with these insane ideas. When I see people like this coming on social media to do this, sometimes I wonder what is happening. I cannot sell my conscience for few coins. That is one thing I cannot do. Elon Musk recently had this interview with Bill Maher where he actually touched some point, and I see it to be vital. Yes, Elon Musk has been outspoken sometimes, and a lot of Libras were not happy with that. He has tackled a lot of things, censorship. Twitter is the only free platform you can express yourself without being afraid to be cancelled. So this guy decided to put out this video talking about this, that Twitter had to fact check the video. It's happening, and the reactions I'm seeing, how they are furious, angry that Twitter is doing a very wrong thing to fact check them. It's even going further to fact check Joe when he says something that is not right.
I don't trust white people. I don't trust white people for a multitude of reasons, but one of the main reasons is they're unpredictable. Like, I think about all the times where I really considered white people my friends, and then when we got in a small argument, they released all the racism they hid throughout our whole friendship. Scary. And then I think about the fact that I become mutuals with people, give them the opportunity to come clean about any problematic past. They say nothing, and then they get exposed for being racist. And it's never like some low-key, like I used to say the N-word in songs. No, it's like N-word hard R against black people. Like, tell me why white people are normalizing racist past. Also, I think about the fact that white people have continuously, when given the opportunity, oppressed multiple marginalized communities. And I think about the fact how easy it is for them to do it again. Like, if they really wanted to, they would bring slavery back. They kind of already did with the criminal justice system. Plus the rate of hate crimes. I will legit always be scared of white people until they're the minority, which I hope will be sooner than I think.
Another Gen Z with race baiting. I'm speechless. Thank you guys for always been there, sharing out my videos. God bless you abundantly. See you.
So I survived my day, and the news cycle is partially what kept me going. But on a day in which